Let us into heaven. Let us into heaven. Aisha ni mwili ni wangu, chungu ni wangu, kifo ni changu, yote ni yangu. But all I really wanna know is can I get a little empathy?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Rish with Habits fading right there on 254 Radio, The Quorum Show. Mumesikia aje yo Kenyan rock?
Niko na swali, sema hiyo jina pole pole bro.
Rish Habits, si mbili kama Habits. Yeah,
But it's a dope song.
it's a dope song. It's a dope song. Now before that, kulikuwa na ngoma fulani inaitwa hate song. I hate you. Anasema I just hate the way you are and I want to be as far away as I come from you.
No, Kito, we're part of the band.
Huyu saya
Umesikia?
anaikutiwa.
Umesikia?
Yes.
Lakini ni vile hiyo line inaniguzanga. Kuna watu naona kwa my mind.
Yeah man.
How you feeling people? Good
Feeling
afternoon.
Good, by the way, it's a great afternoon. Umesikia Kiwanzenza ule ndungu amecheza hapa mwenye huyo ndungu anakutandikia kinanda my friend.
You don't play with Kenyan music.
Don't play with Kenyan music. The diversity is to die for.
It is to die for.
Without dying of course.
Na leo tunataka to keep it rock.
Keep it rock.
Kama uko na rock requests zitume as long as ni za Kenya.
Me actually niko ready to learn rock ya
Exactly.
Kenya.
For reals. Sit down. Bump. Ride itakuwa rocky. Na si litra. Itakuwa rocky. And my name is Mr. Sammy MUTHONDU. Of course, and I'm chilling with
Teddy TRIVAD Peter ndani ya area.
And
the Guanest presenter. Bro, suwache niwaambie Guanest.
Guanest.
Mutesi anangojaka Guanest.
Haujafika kama hujasema Guanest.
Yes, of course.
Guanest hata nimeandika kwa live stream. Hata niandike Guanest. Teddy TRIVAD Peter is in the building. And of course the super califragilistic expelidocious
Mary Owinooo.
Yes, sir.
Bado unafaa kuresearch hiyo ni nini unasemanga.
Hiki kipindi
Inaweza kuwa ni matusi.
Mnajua mlinitoa kwa WhatsApp group sasa. Hiyo exkalondosia.
Yo, hujazoea. You have not heard that one.
It's a new one.
It's a new one. But leo ni Mental Health Wednesday, my people.
Yes.
One of my favorite shows hapa Radio 254 mazi. Juu nakwanga nimepitia mengi.
Yes.
And today we unpack. We get to talk to other people.
Yes.
Wanafungua their rohos. Kama Mukindi amerudi by the way in the building, so tunaendelea ku open up.
We appreciate.
Yes, so we are opening up today. Na leo tuambie tunaongelelea nini?
We are talking about mental health with regards to siblings and how you relate to your brothers and sisters, the people you've grown up with, because they really inform how we perceive the world and mental health in general. Yeah. Hiyo ndo topic ya leo.
Hiyo ndio topic ya leo. Wewe una maoni ya hiyo topic, si ndio?
Nina maoni sana.
Maoni mengi kabisa.
Ni maoni hata mwezi pima. Let me tell you.
Yes.
And before I started throwing the stones, because we are hearing it is rock music. Lazima turushe mawe. And we need to understand kwanza hii wimbo ya jeshi ni ya baba. Hiyo ni rock kama inawekwa ipande nyingine.
Hiyo ni rock. Siko na mawe zinatupwa mahali. That's rock.
Song ya mawe.
Rock.
Wimbo ikiwa na mawe ni rock.
Yes. Keep it Kenya.
That is rock bana.
Hata ya Kogalo pia ni rock.
Ya Kogalo ni rock.
Kina Ingwe ya mashemeji dadi.
Hata Solidarity forever ni rock.
Hata ni rock sana.
Rock music.
Watu wako na vinanda, wako na instruments.
Alafu mseme Kenya hatuna rock music. What are you saying? We have rock music.
Yes.
Nataka watu get on 0110254254.
Definitely.
Watume ma voice notes. Nimeona watu wenye wameona post wameanza kutumatuma ma voice notes. I love that. Shumbi una relating aje na those brothers and sisters walizaliwa nao
Yeah, man.
Na kama kushaikuwa na ngori mlisovaje, na kama kuna ngori na mjai solve, tuambie, hey, how's that going, how do you work, get together, ni nani anafanyanga nini, nani anasemanga nini, what happens.
And I think you should also know, like, when order of worship.
Tuambie wewe ni number what?
When you order of birth. When you first born, when you last born, when you
middle child.
So remember this time your question ilikuwa ina trend. Mama mimi ni mtoto wako wangapi?
Yes.
Yes.
In English, and we
because
still
the treatment
don't know.
is definitely different.
Definitely different.
Kabisa.
Tuambie how it has affected you. Umekuwa the favored child ama umekuwa ule kila makosa inakuwa yako.
Black sheep. I'm a black sheep.
Yeah, man.
I'm a black sheep. Tafadhali tupatane kwa comments. And so we will go for a short music break, and then tutakuja tuanze kubafua topiki yetu ya leo.
Yes.
Naam, I'm about to play Leo Ni Leo by Dove Slime. Let's get it.
Tick-tock at o'clock on a Monday morning and I'm late for work again. I should quit, think back, flashbacks when life was simple and then everything was bliss. It still could be. Take that step, I say, when the times go past and I'll come back again. This is it. This time, tomorrow it will be nothing. This time, I'm letting go, I'm giving it. Someone else's cause. They say shoot for the stars, so do just that, work hard, put in ours. Who said it was easy? You're not alone, you got me. Who said you will make it? You never know till you try it. I say you're worth it, you know it, so just prove it. I can't say, you have to say, do it your way.
Show every weekday, Monday through to Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. only on 254 Radio, the home of Kenyan music. I'm a VP.
I'm moving on far away, far away, far away. Look
Gwane song. That's
Nasikia?
a Gwane song, bro. You can hear the riffs, yeah?
The
Can
what?
you imagine?
Them riffs.
Riffs ni ile kwengengenge ya guitar hiyo kwengenge. Ndio riff.
Double E.
Yes. No,
Ni R-I.
double F actually.
R-I-F-F.
Oh,
Yes.
inaitwa riff.
Mariff.
Wordlands. Thank you.
Iza makwengenge.
Kwengenge.
Kwengenge.
Lakini watu wa gitaa wanateseka. Watu wa rock, watu wa gitaa waongezewe kitu.
Lakini concert za rock zinabamba wasi. Kama saa hii tu nimesikia roho imechemka kidogo na shindo what's happening, sijakula hata kitu sugary, what's up?
Na nijua wana incorporate the band right
The
from
live
word go.
elements.
You know these other artists
The band ni
unafanyanga
shaky
tu
kuja.
vitu kwa recording studio alafu siku ya kuperform doko like nahitaji msee wa band.
Tafadhali ongeza autotune. Autotune.
So rock concerts have to be the best.
They have to.
Yeah,
Kwanza
yeah.
ile vitu inanibambaga ni they have this special type of drugs wanatumiaga ni tutembe na tambla unaenda kama umezima siku ine.
Stereotypes.
Rock musicians kindly mjitete.
Stereotypes.
Accusations have been made.
Tukisema hivi watu wa Gengetons ni watu wa nini? Roots party. Sasa kama ni hivyo watu wa rock na wao pia nao wako na tutembe bana.
Na watu wa reggae.
Yeah?
Watu wa reggae umewachia.
Pia nao ni wa Roots Party. Yao kwanza ndo wamesaidia watu wa Gengeton na chama.
Wamefunga branch.
Membership. Unajua tunasaidiana. Na speaking of rock concerts, by the way kuna kuwaga na wakorino kwa hizi concerts. Do you have real Kenyans? Watu wa Nduthi, watu
Kenyans.
Yeah.
Unajua hizi concerts actually ni cheap.
How much?
Cheaper than your concerts. 500 na una redeem 2 beers.
Hapo si umepewa free.
Ni free. That's
Nani
what
analipa?
happens.
Ama ni Illuminati
Unajua
wanalipia
watu wenye wanaenda rock concert kuna wahisani wa rock concert. Watu wanatumia pesa yao mzuri.
Ni kweli.
Sasa kitu ina happening ni ati hizi events ina happening high end places, unaona.
True.
Yeah, places kuna watu wako na spending capability. Lakini sasa juu mimi ni mtu wa kuwapatia ma life facts. Si lazima uko na spending capability. Unaenda tu na kaka mtu ako na spending capability. Juu ni umepewa 500 na umeredeem na unakaa
uko sawa
na una relax.
But watu wanasikizanga rock ni cool kids guys.
Ni true. But me I'm about to become a cool kid todo nie. Kwanza kwa maana
You're about to get cool.
Na ingia tu hivi kwa hoteli na waambie please zimeni news niko na nyimbo. Utafukuzwa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the biggest, the baddest and the grandest show across East and Central Africa. South Africa tulisha dominate na tunakujia watu wa Seychelles.
This is the Quorum Show.
Yes.
Now, you want to tell them something?
My name.
Tell them your name.
ABORN Mr. Sammy Muthondu, sijabadilisha.
Yes.
Na you are?
My name is TRIVAD Peter kwa majina.
Kuna watu niliona wanakuita Masai mrefu kwa comments za Radio 254.
Au ni watu wako na fitina. Au ni watu wametumwa na maadui zangu waweze kuninyanyasa,
kufilistisha,
waweze kukudhulumu.
So wewe na Ezekiel mnaweza ingia same WhatsApp group.
Mimi na Ezekiel na Yesu watongaren.
Mna relate.
Tunateswa. Hii town tunateswa. And it's a problem because juzi mimi nimeenda realize, and before I just tell you about that, let me just big up one special guy. Muthoka ICU ametuambia tumchezee Sunflowers. Yani ujamaa amekuwa na sisi from the first minute mpaka saa hii. Ujamaa lali hakuli lunch
iko kwa playlist.
Hata maji akunywi.
Ujamaa ameshikilia and I really namtumia kitu by the way.
Muthoka Sunflowers. Ndio.
Tunakuchezea Sunflowers. Jonathan Wahome ICU, Federico na kuona. Mulale ni MOLALE na kuona. 99 Good Master, please wachilia hao watu. We appreciate you uko ndani ya live, but Good Master ni kazi. Anyway,
kabisa, hata mimi appreciate watu kadhaa wenye wametuma voice notes already.
Yeah man.
Na cheki Kalisi ashatuma voice note. Peshi, big up yourself, thanks for sending the voice note. Naona Kelvin Mutinda ametuma hiyo kitu inaitwa voice note Fiona,
Ni my last
our
one.
counseling psychologist from
Fiona.
last time.
Fiona.
Yes, ametutumia a
Shout
voice
out to
note.
Fiona.
Naona keep letting all the way from Canada ametuma voice note. Madubi ndugu yangu wanaongea Kiswahili kaya majimbo pia ana rekodi, naona akirekodi.
Nice,
Yes, thanks.
nice. Love you guys.
Yes, of course. Pia tuko na Timo Raborangs, Tyler Dan, Kenyan Socialites Reborn. Hao ni wale wameokoka. Luya Dollar, huyo ni mwenye ako na Vicenti. Sineti ICU.
Sineti, big up yourself. Alikuwa hapa jana usiku on 254 Express.
Ameenda akamkia
Omse anacheza Kenyan ama piano. KE piano.
Sasa huyo ndio ndugu ya Cartoon 47.
Huyo ndo ndugu sasa.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. And of course
anaitwa Sineti. Na Velo 50 wako na album kali sana.
Okay. Listen to that. By the way, tuko na Rofi and of course Tagi ni Tugi ama hao wengine tunazidi kuwaona wamejaa. We appreciate you. So unasikia my last born wameanza kujitetea.
My last born wameanza kuingia huko na
wanasema nini?
Wanasema ati ndo wanateseka huko. Mbona nini inakuanga mbaya na my last borns? Wanaanza kusema wao ndo wameteseka kwa maisha yetu. Ati sisi tulikuja, sisi wa first borns tukatumia all the good energy na resources za wazazi.
Wamepata wazazi kama wamechoka.
Ati wakiwa wazee hata hizi tafuta pesa mzuri.
Ni makosa.
Nini mbana my last
born kitu alifanya. And you know, now me I'm giving you from an inexperienced or experienced perspective because me I'm an only child.
Okay.
Ipata hizo ati umenimalizia mimi naambia maliza chakula. When you're a last born, I think you feel entitled because you spend more time with your parents. Like paro wako ana time ya kupata mtoto mwingine. So wewe ndio akona attention kwako.
Okay.
And then you know maparo, like me, I have 2 kids right now.
Yeah.
So the more you get kids, the more you realize your mistake. Uko like
una correct kwa hiyo
next. Correct. Unaona you correct.
Yeah.
So by the time you have your last born, wewe ni guru. Wewe hata you are a doctor, you are an astronaut, you are a chemist.
Doctor in parenting.
Wewe mtu wa nduthi, wewe mtu wa gymnastics, like wewe uko na skills. Wewe hata sijui, like when you having a last born, kwanza ukipitisha watoto 5 for those who want to break records. You by the you get experience. That's my idea. And that's why last borns wanakuanga so, you know, wamedekezwa. Plus you have more money. Unajua upata mtoto wa kwanza unakuanga una ene. Ndio mtu anakuja clear.
Sisi kwanza wa first born tunaambianga sisi tulikuwa oops.
Exactly. Unfortunately, and for most people that's the experience.
And it's not nice. Firstborns ni guinea pigs za wazazi.
Exactly.
Wana testing hata anaweza kupata
all the parenting mistakes most likely zilifanywa na firstborn.
That's why wakona scratches mingi. If you're dating somebody akona scratches,
firstborn
most probably
firstborn, very firstborn.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course tumesahau the middle child.
Middle child
always fighting for their space
and attention. We just want attention. Wanakwanga tu hapo.
There's a whole theory the middle child curse.
What's that?
They feel like the firstborns were overlooked na the lastborn, so they are constantly trying to fight for their space, trying to prove themselves, trying to, you know, get into the family. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Mostly
iko
kwa watu wamezaliwa kwa watoto watatu, the mwenye anakuanga second born, fifth born, seventh borns, ule mwenye anakuanga right in the middle, most likely upata shida.
Odd number.
Most likely upata shida. What do you guys think?
I believe so. Unaona hata tulikuwa tumewasahau.
Unaona
guys, mtafanya wa logo of stream bana.
Like wanasaulikana ndio bala hata, and you know there is a big advantage and a disadvantage to that.
Yeah.
Because hata ukikuwa mtu wa devil pa, ukikuwa wewe wa Illuminati, kuna kama mtu hata anajua.
That unaweza enda urevu siku mzima.
Watu wajaijua. Watu
wiki mzima au ukirudi ndo aya Grace
unaishingi
ya kuanga huku
wewe huku
nitengeneze kachai.
Exactly. Unakaa kama mboch kweli. Makosa sana.
Si fiti.
It's a problem and I agree with you.
Sasa hapo ndo shida inaanzanga kutoka ya sibling rivalry.
Sasa sibling rivalry according to me is all 100% as a result of the parents. That one according to
hapo mimi naweza clap.
Hiyo nayo ni wazazi kwa sababu you know like you have deciphered most firstborns wanakuanga accidental maybe, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
So that attitude is carried into the pregnancy and is also transferred sometimes to the child at different levels. There are people when walizaliwa na wali realize very quickly they are not wanted.
No, in the by the parents.
By the parents. So there were certain language kuna tumatusi mzazi angekurushia maybe God forbid anakwambia wewe uko na kichwa kama so you know those small things.
Kitu shuleni.
Exactly. Like me I remember some things and I tell my mom right now kuna kitu ulinifanyianga anastuka kwa like bra
unakumbuka
hiyo kitu na mwambia nilikuwa nakuona and I was very young and so the same thing applies to children. Mina feel parents are to blame. They are solely responsible for sibling rivalry because a child seeks validation from the parent. F the other people, F the world, it's the parent. So mi naona hivyo.
And it's actually interesting juu children wanakuanga so quick to tell energies without you even talking to them directly.
Definitely.
Like unaweza mtoto atajua firstborn anapendwa kunishinda without the parent actually saying. And I'd agree that solely ni the parents. The moment you've put your children in a position where they are fighting for your attention and they are trying to get equal rights, ushaanzisha sibling rivalry. I think, and interesting now that you have kids, I want to know how you're maneuvering through that. How do you ensure that haupendi lastborn kushinda firstborn?
Now, to be quite honest, it's the most difficult thing to do because when you're doing it as a parent you don't even know. You don't know, by the way. Most times though kuna wale wenyewe straight up kwanga tu
wewe
kuna wale wako na makosa lakini for most parents they do it unknowingly. Kuna ule mtoi kwenye mwenye akisema tu anaumona kichwa mamako anataka kujirusha kwa balcony.
Somebody call Amref.
But wewe hata ukatoa mkono kuja ukibleed bila mkono moja wacha kujifanya
bandage
ama anakuchapa you know
umekatika kwa nini.
So it happens because pia children have different personalities. Kuna ule mtoto tu naturally ni kichwa ngumu. So mzazi hata notice anamchapa sana kushinda wale wengine. I don't know if you're getting.
No.
So at the same way you don't know ujuangi by the way
as a parent.
Okay.
Unaweza kuna kelelesha tu mtoto mmoja all the time. We huoni but the kids are actually seeing it.
It's true.
Okay, so inaweza kuwa that the parents are unaware of tendencies zake ama behavior zake.
Ama ile tu mtoto anakuanga kichwa ngumu, huyo ndo ashikangi,
huyo ndio anaangusha sahani.
Basi lazima kukuwe na mtoto mmoja mwenye ni mzuri na mwingine mwenye lazima wazazi wa sweat kidogo.
It's true, but now even talking about uzuri na ubaya, when you look at children, do you know they have no concept of that? Like for mbaya kwake na kitu yenye unaita mbaya ndio mzuri. Like mtoia getting the concept why we don't go and sit and play in the mud. Like what the hell is
mbona umseaje
kucheza tu hapa na kuna nyesha na matope iko hapa tujichafue vizuri twende. So to them, like for example being loud, my son is very loud, anakuanga very loud.
Lotinim loud.
Yeah, Lotna is loud and is very opinionated. Huyo ndio anataka kuingia kwa industry ya tese. Loti by the way tushakusign wewe
tunakuingia mambo inachemuka
unalipa. So anyway, that's a side note. So him being loud like that can be misinterpreted as being negative or
misbehavior
or deviant, especially at school because it's a serene environment, so tuchata mwambia
Nyamaza.
But now when you look at it from another perspective, yeye anajiexpress hivyo, ako hivyo, hiyo ndio personality yake. Sister yake ananga mambwembwe.
Okay.
So unaweza bila kujua unaweza anza sasa ku focus on it as something bad, so you suppress it. Think about when we started music and our parents started hearing Nonini on air for the first time, and they're starting seeing, wanaanza kuona watu wao wanatoka chuo mapema wakaona the beat. They're not understanding that, wako like ebu soma. Then you're trying to tell your mom you want to be an MC. Kwanza muandikie MC ni nini. So to her that's wrong. But to you are a different person, you're a child, you're of this generation. Get you. So it's the same thing. I think.
Nice. Na sasa juu ni 3:01 East African time, tunaweza anza kuchukua komenti za watu online.
Ni kweli.
Na tuanze kuchukua request za Rocky.
I see you. Rocky ni Mudhoka.
Mudhoka is coming right up.
Anasema tunangoja.
Ndo hii Mudhoka playing on 254 Radio, the home of Kenyan music, on Mental Health Wednesday. Let's get it.
Let's get it, by the way.
'Cause sunflowers are fucking yellow. Oh, like you made me feel type of mellow. And send me right to the blue. But I'm so in love, but on the lay low. Mina saka wangu tuone kesho. But sunflowers make me see yellow and make me happier than you. I'm feeling lazy, mostly amazing. I see you dancing on my mind, you were too sexy. Nishazi seti, na feel deadly. You and your dawa yangu njoni tibu hedi. Take me to the high end, high when I'm with you. Oh baby, take me to the high end, high when I'm with you. 'Cause sunflowers are fucking yellow, bright and so blue. 'Cause when I see you, me wanna enjoy. Oh baby, flying in groove. But there's some type of way that you make me feel. Feelings zangu kwako shazi seti seal. But sunflowers up is for meadows and make me happier than you. Now feeling steady, shakuwa kesi. This feeling makes me wanna staga nikimedi. Nishazi seti, jaba makeki. Juu ndio dawa yangu njoni tibu hedi. Take me to the high end, high when I'm with you. Oh baby, take me to the high end, high when I'm with you. 'Cause sunflowers are fucking yellow, like you.
Wekelea bet na minimum.
Breathing gently, saving grace. You pull me softly from this place. Breathing gently, you sing so sweetly inside my mind. Take these fingers, I'll take his time. Breathe gently, your lungs on mine. Please let me show you. Please let me take you to that other secret place. Please let me know you. Oh, green grass hunting, saving face. The sun's still warming the summer rays, listening gently to futile thoughts, hunger beating, some boundaries crossed, woman growing, woman young, listening gently, this web you've spun. Please let me show you. Please let me take you to that other secret place. Please let me know you. Oh. Please let me show you. Please let me take you to that other secret place. Please let me know you. Oh. Please let me show you. Please let me take you to that other secret place. Please let me know you. Oh,
The Quorum Show on Radio 254, the home of Kenyan music. You're listening to the boys on the Quorum Show. Shut up, the boys are talking.
Yes, the boys are talking. And we in the building on Mental Health Wednesday on Radio 254. My good name is ABORN, Mr. Sammy MUTHONDU. And I can hear me fade right there was Wanja wa Horo featuring Kato Change. The song is called Youth. Nani project ya Empower Africa. Wewe najua mambo za industry. Empower
Sana.
ni nani ame? Yeni ni ya nani? Kuna celeb fulani wa
Empower.
Whose project?
I'm not really sure and I don't want to speculate. Yeah, but kuna speculation.
Empower ni Music Recording Academy.
Yeah.
Sijui Mr. Easy ndo founder.
Mr. Easy is the founder.
Yes.
It's continental, eh?
Yes.
Mr. Easy the Nigerian.
The Nigerian.
The Nigerian.
So your project unaona na watu wanasema nani walikuwa wameuliza hiyo swali ya IG? Hebu soma hiyo swali yenye ilikuwa imeulizwa ya IG.
Will Kenyan music go back to the golden oldies? And big up yourself, Purple Spark Aquarius ametuliza hiyo.
Yo, will it go back to those golden ages? Mina feel.
Yeah.
It's Kenyan music haijai change, quality haijaenda chini. What happened ni tuli abandon our culture.
Yeah.
And we is ready to fight for, we're here to fill your space. Imagine a Projo near Mr. Easy akiwa all the way from Nigeria, anajua wanja wa Horo. Paps unajua wanja wa Horo. Tell me. Huwezi jua wanja wa Horo.
Wanja wa Horo.
You don't.
I've actually confused that.
Aujui Muthoka.
So, yeah. Muthoka, Sunflower, that's a dope song.
That's a dope song.
And Muthoka, we need you in studio, by the way. We need you here.
Interview
Kuja tuongee na wa Kenya. Otherwise, I've seen some guys on Cut Hip Hop Africa, Purple Spark Aquarius. I see you
live.
Wameingia pale kwenye live, but we are off kidogo, and we are on my page at TRIVAD Music, and of course the Quorum Show on all platforms.
Nice.
Pia pale YouTube unatupata, Twitter na Facebook.
Kabisa.
Isagwan TikTok pia. TikTok ya vijana.
Hakuna mahali ya tuko.
Yes.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Owinooo.
Yeah.
Tell us, kuna watu wako side yako ya mitandao, watu wako tuned in, watu
I'm just concentrating on my thoughts and who I am as a person.
Amen.
Enjoying the moment.
Hiyo kwanza natoa sadaka.
Sawa. Watu wameanza kuchangia our topic of the day,
yes.
which is about we are talking about rebuilding as adult sibling relationships. You know, and nilikuwa nimeuliza wasewa watuambie how they wako aje na their siblings. Kunaenda aje kwao, kuna kuanga aje, and some people wamenitumia a couple of voice notes.
Yeah.
So I play moja kwanza. Kuna mtu ameamua kutumia ndefu. Ndefu 1 minute 45 seconds.
Maybe you can play some part of it.
Sawa.
So that we get the gist.
We get the context. And then we discuss it.
We decipher.
So this is Diana Brooks on our topic of discussion. Continue kuzituma on 0110254254.
My relationship with my brother is I have one sibling to begin with. My relationship with my brother is, I would say, okay. Big sister, small brother kind of relationship. Well, most of the times I feel like I'm a parent. Really. I'm more of a parent than I am of a sister. Sometimes I play that role. Yeah, basically that's how I would say how my relationship with my sibling is. Also feel like with time it will become better because at the moment he's in high school, so probably he doesn't relate with a lot of stuff, and then he's a sort of Gen Z. But I had, they're called that generation of us and them, guys born in early 2000s and I think in the 90s when it was zillennials. So I think we're still navigating through that. But generally, I would say my relationship with my brother is okay. Yeah, it's okay because, I don't know, I feel like it's just okay because that's how it's supposed to be for now. But I also feel like as we progress, as we grow older, it's gonna get better because then he's going to experience challenges of adulthood, and then now maybe I can maybe play the big sis role. I don't know, but for now I feel like I'm more of a parent than I am a sister. Yeah.
Wow. That was Diane Brooks.
Okay.
Very deep. So that's the firstborn speaking.
Yes.
Okay.
Hizi mashida na really it's a firstborn. So though mimi sijui kama nishaikuwa that position ya kukuwa like I'm a parent to my younger siblings. Juu sistangu mdogo tumeachana na 1 year. So huko sisi wawili ni mabondia.
Of course.
Kuna wakati tulikuwa tunabondana vibaya. Akiwa class 6, 7 yeye alidevelop haraka kunishinda, akapata kamwili.
Kila siku vita.
Yes, but Diane Brooks amesema hivyo. Tell me. I didn't think about
Shout
that.
out to her. I also have a young bro who is in high school. Sa ni vile sa sisi wote ni zillennials.
Zillennials. Sio nao nimelan leo bana.
Hata mimi nimelan leo.
Zillennials.
I'd say sijakuwa parent to him. Tumekuwa na the brother sister relationships. Like ile idea kusema kuna udema ananisumbua na staki
for real.
Story. Yeah.
I think relationship ya brother na sister ama ya siblings pia ina depend na how far apart you are.
Definitely.
In age. juu kama wao unaona mmoja ako high school, mmoja kwa high school, mwingine ako ready macho wako nje outside here. See the bigger the gap, maybe the harder it is for them to connect. Ama
definitely because now you know watu wanasema watu wanafanya spacing sasa hii spacing ndio inaleta shida because now
tuambie watu wasispace wasipange uzaz.
No, me have no problem with it if you know ina depend na mfuko ya mtu pia. Kuna watu wanasema sasa ndio nimepata kitu acha nipate mtoi nini. So huwezi dictate trajectory ya mtu.
Hapo sawa. Tupate thoughts za mtu mwingine.
Yes, definitely.
Anaitwa Kalisi. Mother of Dragons.
Mother of Dragons.
Yes. Lakini anaitwa Kalisi. Mother of Dragons ni mimi nimeongeza. Hii ndio hiyo kipindi ya Kalisi. Na pia ako na thoughts on that. Let's get them.
I love and hate my siblings, like love at the same time hate them because these guys they can be very annoying. Unaona hiyo story ya watu kuomba chaja yako na wakatae kurudisha asubuhi na waamkia? That is me and my siblings. We fight over the smallest things, mostly when our parents are not around. Wakiwa pamoja, we are with my cousins, my aunts, my mother, my dad. Hatutapigana, we are all smiles. So hata mchongwano mtasmile na smile to wait until they are gone. Tuko sisi peke yetu. You are watching a movie, mmeanza kufight, ibambi mdomo nini, mmekasirikiana, mmepigana, huyu amegonga huyu na huyu apendi huyu, kuchapa huyu na huyu sijui anapendanga huyu kuliko huyu mwingine. Just the smallest things mnaanza kupora, but there is always love, always love. Like my sister, me and my sister are so close. I literally tell her everything. Literally, hata more than my best friends. Achana na best friends. My sister mimi humwambia kila kitu going on in my life. Literally. But ikikuja kwa sisi kufight over the smallest things. Alichukua chaja yangu, nimeamka sijaipata, nimeenda kumgombanisha. Sijui alivaa nguo yangu, akaenda nayo na sikumpea ruhusa. Just the smallest things, but at the same time there is love always. Nothing compared to family, nothing compared to my siblings. They're awesome but annoying.
That's Kalisi, Mother of Dragons.
Huyu anaongea kama Kalonzo.
Umesikia?
Hakuna kwenye anasimama.
Anasema wanapigana but there is love always.
Yes, Candalosius.
Get from what?
Candalosius.
One thing I've gotten from her voice notes is that kunaweza kuwa na deep sibling rivalry then that the parents don't know about.
True.
So umesikia vile anasema
wazazi wakitoka.
Wazazi wakitoka.
World War 3.
So meaning that parents hizi vitu zinaweza kuwa zinafanyika na hujui vile watu wanachukiana kwa hiyo.
It's true.
What as a parent, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's
that watoto wako wanaweza kuwa na rivalry mbaya. Ukiingia wanaomba, wanasifu Yesu.
That's my biggest fear. It's one of my biggest fears that you know when I'm not there in one form or the other watapigana.
Wow.
You know? So mi hata muona sasa hata God ukini bless ni kuwe billionaire then this tunongwe sasa tuanze tena sijui you know
kunyongana.
You know you can't direct venye mtu ata behave.
You know? Actually nilikuwa nafanya some reading on family businesses and statistics zina show that a third of family businesses hazi thrive. So just as you've said, ukikuwa billionaire sahi hakuna guarantee that your children will handle the the business and the same,
just like the movies. Na unajua imehappen all over. Kwanza huku tu Tuskies na Kumat zote zimefall juu ya sibling rivalry. Kuna facts. Kwanza Tuskies watoto sijui walikuwa like 8.
Hata Kenya government ni hivyo tu. Walianza kupatia watoto.
Hata Kenya government same business here.
Please.
No one is agreeing on anything. And inaonyesha vile sibling rivalry inaweza grow to be a big thing.
Yes.
Especially as the kids get older. Unapata hata tunasikianga stories za mtu ameua brother yake juu ya shamba.
Na ugali ndo ilikuwa latest. That's the latest. Aliwa mzai wake juu ugali.
I think I had of that.
I heard about that. That's very sad by the way.
So inamaanisha sibling rivalry inaweza kuwa such a pandemic. Inaweza kuwa very subtle things when you're young na nile tu kunyang'anya na remotes. But when you get old, inheritance is involved. Money is involved.
Ina get bigger.
Land ya wazazi iko involved.
Spouses are involved, you know. It's hectic, man.
Okay.
I believe.
But kuna kitu amesema that despite wao kupigana, ana feeling it is always love.
And that's the best thing, manze.
Kupigana na love.
Unajua kuna mtu mwenye
afili na hiyo.
Kuna wasesa hiyo wameishigi tu Nairobi like tembea Krisi.
By the way,
mseto na kanga tu kwa plot.
Najua watu wanaendanga home after 10 years.
Yeah, because you know what they're going to find there is intense sibling or other forms of rivalry. So ni normal, ni mbaya. Mbaya.
I think pia kuna aspect ya rising with your siblings.
Rising.
Like ukiomoka. Like this guy, Kirubi the moment alianza kumake dough, alimake sure siblings wake wako. Like hata wali inherit 500 millions plus.
Thank you.
When he died, hakuna siku wanakula shida, yet bro wao
ameomoka.
The richest man in this country.
Gwandalosius, let me ask you. This one is a deep question.
Okay.
Now, do you think how spouses relate, not even spouses, to be how women relate to their men dictates the trajectory of sibling rivalry?
Yeah.
And also dictates whether you're going to have a long-lasting business, as you've said, that can last generations.
So like a sibling kupata bibi.
For example, I always, if you look at generational businesses that you can give, like you've said, that Chris Kirubi, though is one in a few. There are certain communities that have that as their inaitwa nini standard. You know, they have family businesses. So you, from the moment you're born, your trajectory is just set. Ukifika hivi form 4 unapatiwa kagari na unapewa mostly Asians wanakuanga hivyo. You know,
Somalis,
and if you look at them now at home, they don't go back to different women. They marry the cousins. They like you go back home, back to your people, and then they don't live separately. Si mmoja kwa Kayole kwa Kawandedu,
mwingine
Dadora,
mtaonana Christmas,
Kawes, na mnapatana get together.
They take one big mansion, shosho yako, anko yako,
kujenga juu ya mwingine tu.
Exactly. So is that, do you think that's why those people thrive? Like if, for example, Kenya and Africa to your sibling rivalry, we might be able to achieve that.
Yeah. Sure. Actually, sijaifikiria hivyo, like how Indians wanakuanga
so close
packed together.
Why do you think ni mabola? I'll say ni mabola because haba na haba hujaza majimbo hizi mambo zako siwezani. Kidogo inajaza the cup.
Yeah. Na unapata ina overflow even beyond the family.
And then expenses hata mnapunguza
sana. Kama unadhani nataka kuenda Ocha nikae na mama yangu aje. Lakini sasa naona nitaenda kwa mama yangu na bibi yangu. Na watoto.
Rivalry sasa ndio umeanza sasa rivalry.
You know, hizo hesabu wananga.
Nice.
So ile pesa yenye mimi ndakuwa nalipa rent na maji na nini, yeye ana invest. You get? So take that and compound it to times 100. Mtu wezi mshinda.
Yeah.
Zana philosopher
ndani.
Napata makomenti 100 zinaingia huku. Thank you people for tuning in. Lakini nataka nisome moja before we go for our sharp music break. My relationship with my siblings is something I take very seriously. Huyu ni mtu ana take relationship with siblings seriously.
Nice.
We all have different personalities, interests, which can sometimes lead to tension or misunderstandings. But I try to make sure to keep open communication and to spend time together where we can discuss the issues on work or about the work and mending our relationships. I believe that regular check-ins and meaningful conversations are key to strengthening our bond and fostering a healthy relationship. That's King Monty, all the way from Machakos.
Pia kuna philosophers.
And I take relationships seriously.
Wazee
wanajuanga that with your sibling, the relationship unafo worked for it actively,
Me, it's very true for me because that's, I think, the path to generational wealth.
Sure.
If you follow every family and you follow the trajectory of deep-seated issues, inafanga hapo unasikia siblings. Uncle Flani did this. Somebody got married and the spouse did this. So it goes back to that. And if people solve that, hiyo tu ndio inakwanga homework yetu. Juu sasa Afrika ukiomoka unarogwa.
Ukweli huyu akona pesa kunishinda.
Tutaseka sisi wote.
Nicky man.
Unashanganga.
Wewe maisha ni ngumu. I'm gonna play Usiku Mbaya by Rush.
Usiku mbaya.
Tuone usiku ilikuwa na nini?
This is rock. We're keeping it rock leo on 254 Radio, the Quorum Show. Let's get it.
Show, airing every weekday, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 in a p.m. Keeping it 100% Kenyan music.
Yes,
go honest. That is BIKO, the big CEO akituchochea pale. Is a brother. Yes, of course, this is the Quorum Show. Bado unatusikiliza, unatupata hapa on www 0110254.radio
Ni how
0110254254 and of course download the less than 2 MB Radio 254 app. Ile inaingia.
Tafadhali hii inakufanya tu direct one button click.
Unanipata, si need kwenda live sasa, wana watu wa live wako hapa wamejaa.
Watu wa IG.
Download
wasome majina wa big up.
Hapa naona Titus Wangombe, I see you.
Titus.
Acha tutawa big up. Anyway, that was Rush. Usiku Mbaya.
Yes.
Now Rush is the equivalent Kenyan version of Kiss. You know Kiss?
The band.
The band.
Yeah!
Wanapiga nduru kuanzia mwanzo mpaka mwisho.
Lakini kama ngoma inaitwa Usiku Mbaya, this is the perfect.
Usiku Mbaya. That is the genge mbaya. I swear.
Lakini umeelewa usiku ilikuwa mbaya design. Unapiga nduru tu. Unapiga nduru mpaka nduru inasikia imetandikwa. Mpaka inajitengenezea instrumental.
Imagine.
Hey, don't play. And I'm thankful that watu wana continue to send us their feedback. Na Kenya wanafikiria watu wa voice notes ni wote. Watu kwa na sauti mzuri huku. Wanaweza hata tunyang'anya kazi ya radio.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the next voice note I'm about to play ni one of the closest guys I have. One of my best friends. Nataka nisikie yeye anafikiria aje kuhusu siblings rivalry. So all the way from Machakos County 016. Stan Louis. Yes.
Guanest.
Party.
Keep it 100%. Hi, Quorum Boys. As for
You are tuned in to the Quorum Show, airing every weekday, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 in the PM. Keep it 100% Kenyan music. You are tuned in to the Quorum Show, airing every weekday, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 in the PM. Keep it 100% Kenyan.
parents, I'm fortunate to have two amazing older siblings, a brother and a sister, and our bond has grown much stronger over the years as we have learned to appreciate and support each other's journey. And we take time to connect, whether through shared activities or heartfelt conversations. And we celebrate our success, lend and listening ear during challenging times. And I believe it's an ongoing journey that brings joy, love, and a deeper sense of belonging. So I think it's good that we embrace the opportunity to rebuild and strengthen our siblings' bonds together.
Yes.
Wow.
Kijana philosopher.
I don't know what is happening in Machakos.
Watu wanatumia ile kitu mzuri.
Tangu waletewe zile gari za majuu na governor. Kizungu inatembea huko, I swear.
Na philosophy.
So honest.
No, Machakos watu wanapendana. Brothers and sisters love each other.
Sure.
We have lessons to learn.
Mtafuta mabibi na mabwana wa Machakos.
Do you agree with his points? Ama ametupima. Mimi naona huyu jamaa amepanga kizungu mingi.
Jargon.
Ametengeneza hapo technical issue.
But nime appreciate the fact that amesema ni bond ime grow with time. Meaning
Yes.
kuna mali
kuna wakati. Walikuwa kulikuwa kungori.
Yes. It's true, I believe.
But pia mimi nimepata point ya ku celebrate each other. That point ya that during low points za moja una lend an ear, just an ear. Amesema an ear, hivyo tu kuongea tu na your siblings, but nime relate nayo.
Ni kweli. Now since you know him, is he a firstborn or ako which?
Ni lastborn. Ni wale watu wanasema wana complain all the time.
Okay.
Wanasema sisi ma firstborns tulichukua all the good genes na all the good energy.
But it's true. Acha nikwambie ma firstborn bana. Ai bana.
Wewe sisi ndo tulikula shida. Sisi ndo tunajua shida ni nini.
Sisi ndo tulipata wazazi wakiwa huko chini. Wanapika na koroboi.
Bana. Nini hamkupata huko? Hakuna hata nini. You don't know. Unasikianga tu story. But that is Stan Louis. Na amesema pia tumchezee Chepchumba by 20 more days because we're keeping it rock.
Okay. 20 more days. Hiyo ni watu wa rock mnatoanga wapi hizi jina? These are sentences.
Wala.
Mnajitanga aje sentence nzima. I'm going to town on a Tuesday. Hiyo si jina ya usanii.
Hey, let me take our next comment.
Yes.
Sindo?
Yes.
And our next comment inatoka from Telvin Mutinda. Let's get it.
Okay, now about adult siblings relationship. I think it all starts when you get to know who your sibling is. By doing that, you get to know, what she likes, he or she likes, what or she or he doesn't like, And it all starts by, having a rapport, like, hey, sis, boy, hi, bro, just having a small rapport and getting to know your sis. Not only rapport, but also when you stay with them, you get to know what they like and all that, you get. And remember, there's something known as respect, You need to respect your siblings, no matter what. Either kwe mdogo wako, either kwe mkubwa wako. Because I do believe respect is the most important thing that will enable you have that, relationship go well with your siblings. So I believe that's it. Like, just start with the, the respect and all, and then get to know what they like and everything. And I do believe from there, everything will just fall into place. Yeah.
Telvin Mutinda telling us that respect. The basis of a healthy sibling relationship.
Yeah, especially if the firstborn ana respect the younger ones. Anakumbuka kuna time nilinotice siku ana respect our lastborn.
Unakosa heshima.
We share a room, but ako in a boarding school, so time ako home. Nika notice that mimi nikiwa kwa room akitaka kuingia ana knock. Okay. Mimi akiwa ndani mi wingia ni kama na feeling ilikuwa room yangu before yeye amekuja baadaye. And the moment I noticed nikawacha, so I also started appreciating her privacy. Si ati tu naingia juu mimi mkubwa.
Juu ni mkubwa.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So respect is amazing.
Nice. So mtu ana siblings or relate.
Me, I'm telling you, me now, my experience is, which is also amazing. Life also gives you siblings. My experience has been, by the way, strangers helping me. Like ule mse we expect. And that's how me I know God exists. Because there was one time I went for a scholarship for school fees. Then I entered the room because, it was a kujuana, something of the sort. It was somebody had gotten me there through favor. Okay. So I was there on account of the favor that this person had
pulled.
Extended to you.
But that person was a relative. Okay. Which is also good. So when I arrived there, I was told, when you're there, it was an interview. They had an interview process so that they select a certain team from, it's actually a company. I won't mention the company, but they have this program where they have a CSR program. They select a few kids from the area. They take to the university. They pay the campus fee.
Okay.
So I was among the interviewees. Watu wa Machakos. Poleli. Interviewees. So I was there. So before I entered the room, somebody told me, by the way, Upper EV, you need to acknowledge the guy who brought you here so that you are considered more. You get?
Okay.
Like, so you're here because of that favor. Just flow with that favor. Or do not try to rock the boat, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And among the things that I was required to do was speak in my mother tongue. Because there was a couple of people in the room that were really into that for some reason.
Okay.
So me entered and I said, habari zenu.
Habari.
In pure Kiswahili. And they were shocked kidogo. Then they asked me, if we give you this scholarship, how are you going to help the community? And I told them, I'm not helping the community. Mimi, I am here because of people I don't know. People who have helped me are not from my community. They are not from my country. So me, if I meet tomorrow somebody who is not from my community and needs help, I will help them. If that jeopardizes my chances of getting a scholarship because of that, so be it. So they were like, kwanza hata hujaongea ile lugha.
Umekuja na bodi.
Who is your father?
Who is he?
So they asked me that sort of questions, and when I went outside, now for waiting for the results, everybody looked at me and said, wewe sasa ndo uchukuliwi sasa wewe umechoma. And I got the scholarship. I actually got the scholarship. Okay. So that idea of breaking that inaitwa nini sibling mentality, like I am so and so. Me, my experience has been the opposite. The father, I've gone away from, in quotes, who I am as I don't know where I come from, you know. That's how I've succeeded in life. I've not really. I've actually, if I look at now and I start to weigh at sibling and non-sibling, and you know, relatives and non-relatives, I think yes, my relatives have played a big part because wamenilea and everything. But in life, I have learned a lot from strangers than you know,
than people who you grew up with.
So for me, it's all about merit. Me, even if I get $1 billion tomorrow, I'm not hiring you because you're my uncle, because you're my brother, because you're from our place. Mimi, I'm hiring you on merit.
Nepotism
kando, including my children. I'll tell them, yo,
earn it.
Hapa hivi,
you gotta earn it.
Uingie kwa kampuni yangu alafu nipoteze pesa. Nikipoteza pesa na kupoteza.
Which makes me think kuna a very thin line between love na your favorism.
True.
The other day, our very own president alikuwa on the spotlight you know, how CASs walikuwa wameappointiwa like childhood friends of his, ni watu go to some certain school together. I don't know. A part of me na feel as a favor watu wetu.
Hata yangu.
And I think nimesikia a lot of stories of like a familia fulani inateseka and they have an aunt or uncle in government ama in NGOs na wanashanga huyu atatusaidiangi huyu tumekula ashiki simu zetu tuli apply job kwa kampuni yake hatukupata so utakuwa that kind of person.
Honestly for me yes and no.
Okay.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You may have help in quotes for your family members, which is well and good.
Okay.
But not to an extent that it now affects your individuality. It affects your career. You know, there are people who are so in love with their wives that now it affects their job.
The judgment.
Their judgment, you know, it affects their individuality really. You get? So if this is what you feel is you, you know, for example, this is just an example. Calligraph is the biggest, one of the biggest rappers we have in Kenya. His brother is also a rapper. But that does not mean Calligraph now raps with him every song.
Okay.
I don't know if you're getting.
Yeah,
until now we start forgetting Calligraph, we now start seeing the Omolos.
The Omolos.
You get? Ati ni wimbo ya the Omolos.
Yeah.
Calligraph atake kuacha ndugu yake.
Respect the Omolos.
No.
Respect the OOs.
He could do a collabo maybe with him or just point him to a producer, finance his project maybe chini ya maji. But he still remains to be who he is.
Okay.
Amazing. Watu wana comment juu ya hiyo story yenu. Naona wagwans za divine photography right there akiwa YouTube. Naona page yake sema pia kuna two cents.
Yes.
Na ametuma voice note. A voice note. Let's
hear it.
Get it.
Speshi. On today's topic, I'd say, okay, personally, I don't have older siblings. I'm the firstborn, and the other one is in class A, the other one is in grade 3. So basically, I strive to be friends, like best friends with my siblings. In that I really want to see them grow. I really want them to feel my presence as they grow, you know. When wakuwa nakaa wanasema niko na shida fulani, acha niulize Peshi, najua haizi kosa kujua, you feel me. Like my little sister, the last born is my sister. My sister comes every time akitoka shule and then ako like, Nyambo umeshindaje, nini niko na homework fulani, kuna swali sijui, you know, like strive to build a better relationship with your siblings. Yeah, I don't know how siblings of the same age wanakuanga, because I don't have one. but I'll really urge siblings to strive to be best friends. Msiko wale my brothers na sisters mko nyumba moja na mongeleshani. You feel me?
We feel you bana.
We feel her.
Yes, we feel that.
Huyo ameongea kweli.
Best friends, mko best friends. Na yeye anasema ana try kuwa the go-to person wa the younger sibling. Anataka kuwa example, you know. Let me ask Owinooo, firstborn, napa na your firstborns, only child anafaa kuitwa firstborn?
Yeye ni kila kitu
Grey
sasa.
area. Mimi sasa nimeteseka,
Firstborn, lastborn, middle child.
Nicholas.
So let me ask you, you know, as a firstborn, una feelingi like kinda uko na hii pressure yako to lead by example?
To lead by example. Yeah. Right from childhood. Nani mamangu ali make sure niko na hii pressure. Hata before niende kufanya KCPE. Go like, lazima upate hizi marks juendo uta set trend ya familia. You have to go to this kind of schools.
Lazima.
Because you know, your siblings will be looking up to you. But see pressure per se, but I get from my mom's perspective that it's good if the siblings look up to someone from in the family kwanza. Hata before wanze kupata other role models outside, I can serve as the first role model.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I think it's good. Hata mimi nikipata my firstborn child, nitamwambia we nataka kukutumia as a good example to the younger kids. So
pressure.
You just have
pressure.
to be responsible. The good kind of pressure. I think mine was the good kind of pressure.
Nice. So
definitely.
Tuko na a counseling psychologist. Ameamua, unajua mental health atupendi kukuja hapa tuna rant all the things that we tumepitia and we don't get opinion ya someone akona knowledge ya kutu help, you know, handle these siblings relationship na rivalry, how to solve them. And so our good friend Fiona Mukuria from lotasi.co.ke. Hi Fiona, thank you so much for tuning in na kututumia voice note, and I will play that.
Yeah, please.
Kabisa, Fiona Mukuria on 254 Radio.
Hi, Sammy. Hi, Mary. Interesting conversation. Well, when we talk about rebuilding relationships, right, there could be a number of reasons or scenarios that played out that led to the falling out between the siblings, right? There could be the possibility that they never really had a relationship when they were younger. And so the fact that maybe they were treated differently or had a significant age gap, or maybe the family setup did not foster a relationship, like maybe one child was living somewhere else. And then you also have the scenario where you had a relationship when you were younger, but over the years, the relationship has disintegrated. And you're not like really able to pinpoint what happened. Maybe you had different interests, or perhaps it could be because there was a tragedy within the family and you guys were not able to see eye to eye on how to move forward or figure things out around that tragedy. So in such cases, right, giving someone advice about how to go about it might not be very helpful, because every set of siblings will have very different issues that arose between them that led to their falling out. But there are some things that you can look for or work towards, like on a principle level, in order to reestablish that relationship. And so the first is that there's got to be an intention from both siblings to actually rebuild the relationship, right? It would not make sense if one sibling is imposing that on the other sibling, or a third party, maybe an aunt or an uncle, is one who's saying that you guys need to figure things out. It would then end up causing more harm, because then it's an additional reason for either of them to become more resentful. So secondary to intention is the motivation or the motive. Like, what if you were to ask the question, why are we working on rebuilding the relationship, right? Each of the siblings should have a clear reason as to why they want to reestablish that relationship. because then they can be working towards that goal for themselves first before they're doing it for the other person. So you're taking personal responsibility by understanding within yourself, why am I working on rebuilding this relationship? So once you've established that, then you're able to become more clear about what you want the relationship to look like going forward, right? You want to have a clear picture and understand, like for you, how do you want to engage with this person? Do you want to be calling often? Do you want to be texting? Do you want to be visiting? What are the forms of support that you're expecting from this sibling? Because any relationship building efforts are essentially a negotiation. You come in with your needs and your desires and you express them to the person you're in a relationship with, and then you go back and forth. Okay, I can do this much, and I'm not able to, like that. So it's necessary for each of the individuals to come in having an understanding of what they want the relationship to look like going forward. And you might not cover everything, right, in just one conversation, but having that initial conversation, it keeps the door open in order to engage more in the future and whenever the need arises. One important thing to note is that different people have different needs and desires. So because you're adults, right, as you're coming together to then start rebuilding this relationship, come in knowing full well that what you want out of that relationship might be very different from what someone else wants. Your sibling might not have the same picture of what this relationship is going to look like as you, okay? So just recognizing that each person is autonomous and is free to choose for themselves what they want within the relationship can really support you, because then you're holding that person in regard just for who they are and what they want, not because they're doing the thing that you want. As an adult, you're able to establish that relationship from that place of power, that I can know that these are your needs and I know that you're not going to comply with this other thing, and it's okay that we can still be able to figure things out. I can be able to get support from somewhere else maybe, and not necessarily put that burden or put that task on you. Lastly, I would give my thoughts around time, because working through things as an adult, it takes much longer than we imagine that it would, because you're living your life, like you have maybe school or work or a family. Maybe you're not even living in the same town. Your schedule is completely blocked up throughout the day. So going into that effort of rebuilding the relationship, do it with an openness that is indefinite. Yeah, an openness that is indefinite, so that you're not putting pressure on someone to agree to something that they don't want to agree. You're not feeling upset that they're not doing something within a timeline that you had wanted them to do it in. And you yourself are not feeling guilty for not doing something that someone else is requiring of you or is asking of you. Like, you can take your time to consider, to contemplate, and then arrive at a decision. So yeah, that's what I would say. I hope it's helpful.
Yes. Maneno ya thamana.
Psychologist. Psychiatrist ama ni psychologist?
Counseling psychologist.
Okay.
Hata tujalipishwa. We have not been billed.
Yes, sasa ni kama tumepewa 30,000.
Bana, 30,000 advice.
Maneno ya busara.
Maneno ya busara.
Na hivyo ndo tunafanyanga each and every day,
yes.
Each and every Wednesday on 254 Radio. Tutakuwa tuna link up na, mental health experts wenye watawasaidia, in day-to-day lives.
Definitely.
And kila weno tutakuwa hapa talking about these things. I want you people to give me your final thoughts on this topic. First of all, Owinooo tupatie, what do you think about what Fiona said?
Napenda how intentional amekuwa about it.
Intention
She
is
has
the
given
word.
a word on current kids, like watu wenye bado wana grow sibling, na pia amegive a word for watu already wako in squabbles as adults.
Yeah.
So always a pleasure kukuwa na guest counseling psychologist. Closing remarks zangu would be, depending on the situation that you're in, jua things can be fixed. So if you're young, kama sisi watu zillennials learned today, if you're a sibling na you're young, know that this is your time to establish good foundation and to love your siblings as much as you can. If you're older and already you're fighting over inheritance, you're fighting over land, first of all, I pray for the grace of God to be with you.
Amen.
And I'm sure there's a way, depending on vile mmelewana as siblings, as a family. Just try to work things through. Don't dismiss anyone. Jua lastborn kwa nini ataki shamba. Jua kwa nini firstborn amekata mtu akuje hapa. So just converse, communicate and understand each other. And I think tutakuwa in the right trajectory if we do that.
Amazing. Mzazi in the building mwenye analea siblings.
Mimi kwanza thank God sina sibling.
Lakini uko na watoto siblings.
Sijasikia, sijui. Alright? Which is a blessing. Yes. Anyway, I believe as a parent sana it is important for every parent, first of all, akue conscious of what you're doing, especially with regards to your children. Be present. And I know that sounds very cliche, but for most parents it is a very difficult thing to do.
Be present.
Being present, and not just being there physically, being there emotionally. Tafadhali kama unajua unateseka, vasi relationship haiko stable, vasi
na ujalipo na watu wa trust na euphoria.
No, I'm like unajua the first thing hapa hivi yenye inafanya watu wanauana ni pesa.
Kweli.
Juu mtu anaona kashamba kataenda aje. So number one, look for resources. Understand pia the resource allocation. Ukibaya mtoi kitu moja usiache ule mwingine, wabaye wote. That involves money. So that is very important. And of course the love of God nini unajua inakuwa sawa. Go honest, by the way, nawapenda. My name is TRIVAD Peter. It's a go honest. 0110254254. TRIVAD music everywhere. Niambie vitu, niambie tu.
Kabisa. Yeah, man. And my name is Mr. Sammy MUTHONDU. Tumekuwa na the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Amen.
That is the word.
Mary Owinooo.
Yes, until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do love, spread love.